Okay. Live streaming again. Let's see if it works. I think we are good to go. Cool. So, let me turn down the audio for myself just a little bit. So what am I doing? I am attempting to make what's called a stained glitch window. Basically, think of stained glass windows, except the texture is gonna have this sort of nice grain that I have been applying to lots of assets with my glitch hardware. Like, I don't know, I can't even grab it. But I have my glitch gear. Maybe I could turn the camera and you could see this stuff here. But basically, I have been using Blender, and you can see I've got some religious icons or subjects here, and this is for will be used for the Chimera visuals, and they're gonna look pretty crazy. I already have one example render as a test I did last night. You can see right here it's spinning. Let me check if my face is good, if it's visible. Also, let me adjust this a little bit. So yeah, and I'll put the link to the music. Actually, the music is being played backwards, but the original mix is up there. It's ambient stuff. So the idea that I had that I wanted to do, let me search it up. Seraphim stained glass window. Think of this stuff right here. This specifically, I want to create basically almost a 3D version of this. Maybe a flat surface, and then there's a bit of extrusion, and there's a flip side to this, and I want this to spin, and I want the head to be in place. So I'm gonna try to do this from start to finish, how I would want this to be done, and instead of talking, I'm just gonna try to get the ball rolling. This is a bit of pressure on me to do it, but I will do it. No question about it. Opening up Photoshop so I can show you where I've started. Maybe I should give a little bit more context. You can see these here in the various, basically, so many windows. This is what the stained glass window looked like before it was glitched. And I made this with AI. I have a bunch of folders kind of showing the process. I think this was the original image I started with, and then I used like some Photoshop AI to extend it. Then I ran it through AI again to get this, and then I did this in Photoshop, and it turned out basically like this when I did some process in After Effects and made it like that. All very kind of crazy. I came up with this workflow literally yesterday and the day before. But Photoshop, where are we right now? So I have this, and because I want this to spin and be symmetrical and all that, I have these 3 circles, and I was thinking to myself, how can I have these wings be like not symmetrical but triangular symmetrical, you know what I mean? And I realized I'm probably gonna have to draw the wings. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna draw them. And I think the way I'm gonna do that is I'm gonna just save this as an image that I can work with on my iPad. And I'm just gonna use this sort of as a template. So I've saved it. Now I need to transfer the file over. Let's get the picture. Nope. This one right here. And I've got my iPad. Where I'll show the iPad screen in just a sec. I need to download the picture. There's no real good way to transfer files over to my iPad, it feels like, without using the internet. Honestly, I'm just gonna screenshot it from Google Drive. And then I think I'm ready to share the image, or share my screen. I can probably close this for right now. So, share it. That should have worked. Should see my screen, I think. Oh. So, what's going on? Oh, I have my animation that I made for somebody, like a logo rebranding thing. You can see the frames, so I hand drew them actually, but I don't need those anymore, so I think I can just delete all of them one by one. There's gotta be a better way. Alright, I guess I'm doing it one by one. This app is the standard sketchbook app, I think, that comes on iPads or whatever iOS thing. I rarely use Apple stuff, so I don't know. It works. I'm not gonna pay for the ability to draw. Okay. What size canvas do I need? I actually need a square. How do I make this a square? Okay, but let's not worry about that. I'm just gonna add a picture. This. That's what we're gonna work with. So let's add a new layer. Can I draw? Yes, I can. Make it a bit smaller. Hold up. That was the opacity. This is so confusing. This is the size. There we go. Yes. Okay. This doesn't need to be fully opaque. This should be white, because it's distracting. How do I... Wow. I just want to make the background white. I really don't know how to use this. Why is it blue? Whoa. It's not doing anything. Is it really important? Probably not. It can be blue. That's fine. Okay. So you can see the iPad right here. Glad to see you live and following your stuff. You fell in love with the nun glitch that I did. I'm glad you liked that. Would be cool to see a breakdown of that effect. I could possibly later. Something that I'm realizing I should have done with this image is add a circle in the middle, but maybe that's not so important. I just need to draw the wings if this pen will work on this layer. Maybe we'll make it a bit thicker. I honestly probably could have just done this in Photoshop on my computer, but I don't know, I wanted to challenge myself and draw it on an iPad. Probably unnecessary, but and I probably could just flip this. I'm thinking, how should I do this? I haven't figured out this part of the workflow really. This is so... How does this eraser work? Okay, something like this. So basically, that's probably fine. If I literally just, I don't know, I'm just gonna screenshot this. That was actually a lot less work than I realized I needed to do. Let's bring back Photoshop. I'm gonna bring that wing that I just drew back into here. I realized I can duplicate the wing a bunch of times and not have to draw it. I just have to transfer it over. Let's see. Did it upload? I swear, iOS makes things so complicated. Okay, that's what I wanted. So I just duplicate this and flip it horizontally. We're starting to get something. Hold up. I want to make sure that it's exactly centered. So maybe it's better to do this. Seraphimchik. You will really like what I make today if you are a fan of these things. Okay, I can probably... Okay, I'll just duplicate these layers, merge them. So one will be overlapping. This. Okay, duplicate this. What angle should it be? Is it like 120 exactly? I think. How do I know that it's perfect? It must be perfect. We're working with holy symbolism here. I'm gonna make a circle. Something like that. We'll put it... We'll make sure it's centered, actually. And... Maybe the circle's too big? Something like this. So we will align. This is a lot harder than it looks. These wing tips should be aligned in the same way that they're contacting this here. Think about this. I wish I could rotate the entire... Maybe that's what I should do. I should take... I think I know what I should do. Let's merge these. I'll duplicate this first. Or it already did that, okay. And let's duplicate this again. Turn it 120 degrees and then place it. I don't know. How did I align these? Is it gonna be touching just like this? I wish I had a grid which was like, I feel like I'm using some crazy math here. I don't know. Something about this. There's gotta be an easier way. Just gonna use draw a reference line from here to here. And then like this. Let's make that be this. I don't know if these are aligned or anything. Sacred geometry is a lot harder than I thought. Because when I make all this spin, it should be in exactly the same positions every 120 degrees. That's the idea. I mean, that's probably fine. And then we just add the circle in the middle. Like this. Maybe this needs to be nudged that way. Something about this is definitely off. I'm just eyeballing it. I'm trying to make sure that these white areas are the same on all three sides. Probably that's as close as I'm gonna get. I feel like the wings should be touching each other. Let's look at this reference again. Like, they should be contacting here. Try Google ratio 3 circles. Golden ratio 3 circles in a triangle. I wish I'd known that earlier, but I think I'm pretty close here. Okay, if I just make this like that much bigger. This one, same. And this one the same. Now they're touching. So let's just merge these and then erase the circles. There's probably a better way, but I'm gonna run this through AI anyway, so it's not like it really matters that much. And then, let's see, when I run this through AI, I want it to kind of develop a face. Maybe I could do that later. I just need to worry about the wings. In that case, all I need to do really is probably just color the wings. Maybe the other ones can be orange. Like that. Need an equilateral triangle where every vertex is in the center of a circle. Pretty close. Yeah, I think so too. Something like this. Select. So trying to move this head. Maybe I could just extract this head here and put it in the center. That was exactly 15 degrees. Interesting. But to run this through AI or not? I think it's probably fine like this. I'll just save it as pre-AI wings. And then we'll open up stable diffusion and just see what it does. I do not somebody translate. I wish I knew. I think that's Spanish. I don't know how to read Spanish, sadly. I only know 3 possible languages. You could probably guess what those are. Okay, so I've opened up stable diffusion. We are going to get this. And what are we gonna do? Probably just, I have a Laura, which is stained glass art. Stained glass portrait. It might work in this case, so probably, I don't know, let's do 0.7 and then stained glass seraphim wings. Maybe should do an in-paint thing. Let's just see what happens. Maybe feathered wings. Feathered wings. I probably don't even need to put stained glass if I have the Laura. And then we just wait. Только русский, только hardcore. I understand the language of hardcore. Is that what you mean? Okay, come on. Well, it's at 100%, and it's stuck on 91%, which is usually a bad sign. So I'm just gonna close this. It's eating up some memory or whatever. And we're gonna try this again. This always happens. It's like a 50-50 chance if it's gonna actually generate or not. Okay, those did not really add much of a texture, so probably need to change the denoising strength. Like that much. Try again. Interesting. So, what should I do here? Let's make this go faster by using a different thing. Different, what's the word? Sampling method. And probably also, I do need to add an in-paint thing. Whoa. That's probably what I need. In paint. All right, let's try this. Oh, what? Why did it do that? Okay. This is probably going to be a slow process. I don't know how long this stream is going to last. It didn't listen to the in-paint thing I gave it. Oh, I'm supposed to put it there. Ask. How did I do this before? Is it like this? I basically just want to preserve the shape of the wings, how I have them. Something like this is getting closer, sort of. Maybe I do need to add the stained glass. I'll add seraphim wings on the next run. Okay, we'll try this. really, this is super experimental. Yeah. I'm not confident this is gonna work purely through AI. I was gonna make a video, honestly, kind of giving more thoughts about AI, sharing those thoughts. Maybe I could rant about it now, but it's really a lot stupider than people think. It's not very intelligent. The emphasis should be on artificial rather than intelligence. What to do about this? I just love this texture we have going on the wings here, and I'm just trying to emulate that a bit somehow. But I don't know. I do not know how to do that. Maybe what I should do is just kind of extract this wing right here and just kind of copy paste it a bit over top. Like this. Kind of do some Photoshop BS and make it have that texture somehow, and then the AI can kind of clean it up a bit. Like, I want it to be really obvious that they are wings. Sort of painted a little bit. But there are no easy solutions here. My mind is running through so many options about how to solve this problem. And I must say, I am a little bit stumped. I feel like I need the liquefy tool a little bit. Play around with that. Whoa. Just to fill in those gaps. Because the wing shape is the same. Once I do this, then I can just apply it to all of them. Okay. Almost. Sort of like this. Okay. Then I can probably erase it a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna duplicate this a bunch of times. Apply it like this. Duplicate. I'm making my perfect seraphim. How do you say it actually? Seraphim? Seraphim? I don't know. Duplicate this one more time. And then they have to sit on top. you know what I mean. You already know what the problem is by looking at this. But of course, I already consolidated this into one, how to say, one image. But I'm already fixing that as we speak. Just gonna merge all of these. Copy this. So that way, if I add like a, no, it's not gonna work. Maybe I'm overcomplicating this. Oh, okay, I know what I should have done. I just need to select the black lines. Like this. Don't know why it's not selecting all of them with one click. And then like this, I just hit delete. Delete. And there we have our lines. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. Seraphim. Did you try ChatGPT functions with pictures? I haven't used ChatGPT to be honest. Not really. I'm probably doing this the hard, old-fashioned way. Yeah. Up. Clear layer style. Let's just make it so that these swings are more red. And might as well do it for the same on these. Soft light. Okay. And then might as well add the face right here. This guy. I could probably find a better face, but I think stable diffusion is going to take care of that. Maybe. Maybe it will look awful. Giving him a little haircut. And how would this work in reality? Would the face be a little bit bigger so that it overlaps on the wings, maybe? Like this? Something like that. So that would require there to be, okay, let's add this to that group. What happened here? So maybe I'll just make one big black circle behind. Something like that. And then if I run that through AI, I think it's gonna look pretty good. That's what I meant. Oh, I can't put this in the through AI. I need to create these individually because if I do this through AI, then I can't make the wings spin without there being some information lost. So yeah. Brain is really thinking here. So we are gonna do this. Do I even need to run it through AI at that point? I already have wings that I like. We're just gonna skip the whole AI thing. I don't think it's even necessary. It's probably overcomplicated at this point, because this is gonna be glitched. So it's not like it's that important. Can you just rig them up and... rig them? What do you mean, rig them up? I'm not trying to make the wings flap. You'll see. I just want them to spin. I also need to remember about these circles. Because the original idea was to make them look like windows. And the wings are cool. But I think it will look more interesting as if there are circles underneath. So let's try to bring those back. There, right here. And I think I made the mistake of not figuring out if these circles are in the right position anymore, because I moved these wings around a little bit. Now I totally don't know where's... Oh, I know what I can do. Let's merge these layers. Make them a little bit smaller. Center those, and then if I center the wings, it should be fine. Should all be lined. Well, apparently not the head. What I might do is multiple strokes. Stroke effects on these circles. So let's add another one. This will be, I don't know, white. And then another one, which will be black. So like this. So I don't know, 20, 40, and 20. No, it needs to be 60, 80, 60. Okay. I could probably just rasterize that and then make these red. Dark red. That. How's our reference looking? Maybe I want to erase this edge, which is kind of conflicting a little bit. Like that. Well, it could be prettier, but it's just, it's very close. I think I know what I'm gonna do, actually, once I clean this up. I can just make the thickness of the stroke on the outside a bit bigger, like that. Oh, but then I just... If anyone's really paying attention to the details here, I just did something kind of unnecessary. Now I need to do this again. Okay. We're almost there. Oh, that's kind of cool. Whatever shape that is. I've just invented a new shape, it feels like. That's a really cool... I'm gonna save that. Let's rasterize this. I've just created some holy geometry. This is cool. To make it all more whole in one style. Yes, go on. I am probably going to run this through AI. No, need to make the circles. What? Okay. We're gonna save it. Free AI, simply. That's what it will be called. And then, yeah, we're gonna close this and open up Stable Diffusion again. It's already open, is it? No. So stained glass seraphim. Seraphim. Am I using my own model or a public one? A public one, Xavi Chroma. I really like the Xavi Chroma models. They have that sort of magical sort of thing about them that I like. I think that's the point of them. Whoever made them had some sort of fantasy style that they kind of sprinkled in. Whoa. Absolutely not what I was going for. Should probably put NSFW just in case. Because I am live streaming. Let's try this. Interesting. Cool. I think the noise multiplier I turned up too much. Try again. Okay. Interesting. This is interesting right here. I wish it did a bit more, maybe I don't need any texture in the red areas, but that's pretty cool. Let's just make a few more just to see what variations we get. That shape, though, just looks so good. This also has got that stained glass vibe I like. I think now I can work on the face. I am gonna run that through AI probably. Let's go to our generations here. this is probably what I need. The only thing is that the tips of the wings are not touching on all parts. Probably this one is the best, because it is. So now, take our little base here, and what I need to do is make some sort of in-paint thing, because when I run this through AI, I don't want, actually, I don't need to worry about that right now. Thinking out loud here. Pre-AI 2. Let's find this. Stained glass. Been an hour already. What is wrong with his face there? Yeah. Alright, let's turn the denoising strength down a bit. We probably don't even need stained glass as a thing. Maybe cherub is a better thing? Those are so... Something is off about those. Ooh, okay. A little bit sort of, I don't know why he looks distressed. Let's put the word peaceful in there. Peaceful. Okay. It looks drowsy, what? Holy, maybe. Gotta find that perfect face. What? Alright, something's not working here. It's really hard to get faces right. The perfect one. Might have to do a lot of generations to find the right one. Now he just looks obese. Yep, that's the one right there. Is my light flickering? My house is haunted. This is not my house. I'm renting a room in this house. This one's close. If I make the eyes completely black, this might be what I'm going for, because there's gonna be a sort of demented twist that I want to add to this. I bet this is probably it, this one. So open up Photoshop again. We're almost done with this Photoshop stuff, then we'll get to glitching. My light is flickering. I noticed because it's reflecting in my glasses. Copy. Select. Maybe circle select. Or better. The backwards voices in the background. I just basically took the mix which is pinned and made it go backwards. Okay. That is so annoying. That is really creepy. You probably can't see that. Maybe if you look right there, you'll see it flickering, although the camera is a little bit overexposed. That's weird. There's some strange energy already taking place as I work on this. Already. We see the ambient light of it. Yeah, you do see it flickering. I have proof. I'm not crazy. Maybe I need to delete the... This file is such a mess. I need to delete the black part outside. And then add a stroke. This. Yeah. And that's kind of it. Maybe we're ready for glitching it. The question is, do I process it with this still and then process the face later? Yeah, probably. Wings, pre-glitch. And then the face. Let's just erase this bit here. Oh yeah, I forgot to make the, should I make the eyes black yet? Yeah, I will. There it is, right up close. His face is not symmetrical. I don't know if it matters. Maybe it makes it look more realistic. But it's a seraphim. It should be perfect. It's fine. Just for good measure, we'll have the eyes, the iris. Okay. Now we can close this down. Close this. It's time to turn on the glitch stuff. Basically, that. Turn on a few things. I hope nothing explodes when I flip the switch. That's a good sign. Nothing did. I hit a button here on my glitch devices, and the light just turned on. There's something weird happening with the circuitry. So Resolume is opening up. I need to... You can't see anything because... Go like this. Display 1. This to display 2. No. Whoops. Display 1 and this to display 3. Yes. So let's just take her for example. Should see something. Let's check why we're not seeing something. Didn't plug in something correctly, probably. We're done. Strange. Well, and I have to do some troubleshooting right here. That is not working. Maybe the cable doesn't work? Do I have a troubleshooting checklist? Well, let's see. What am I doing right now to make sure that I'm not losing my mind? I am swapping out the HDMI cable on a device. Here, I could probably turn this so you can see me actually doing something. So I'm using a different cable, first of all. I still don't see anything showing up. So, what's the most direct thing that has an HDMI output? My iPad. So I'm gonna plug that in. And it's not showing anything here. Maybe because it's being used by... This is very frustrating, sorry. So this does work, this does see it. Let's open up Resolume again. Okay. It works, I think. It's just a weird color because... well, it's not gonna matter in a moment. So now, okay, there we go, now it works. Phew! Took a moment to figure out. I just have to adjust this. So, oh, this is annoying. I can't see my... Whoa, computer's lagging. What has happened? Check cable connection. It's all breaking. Everything's exploding. What? What just happened? I might have to restart my whole computer for some reason. Good thing I'm not streaming on the same laptop. I feel like a mad scientist who's breaking stuff constantly. Including my own mind. It's okay though. That's why you're here. To see me slowly go insane. I'm waiting for my laptop to turn back on. And it's taking a long time. Okay, I think we're back. You can see my mouse. And we'll try this again, hopefully without any explosions. Okay, I've already got that window open. Okay. So here we go. These are our wings, which we're finally at a point where we can glitch them. And what I've done here, this is sort of the glitch effect that someone earlier was asking about. This is pretty similar. The process here, I've got my wings, which I made in Photoshop. We just spent the last hour or more making. That's this layer. This is being sent to my hardware, which is display 3 in this situation. I'm actually sending group 1 with the input opacity and the input bypass solo thing. Both of these are unchecked, so they are invisible. So it's basically an invisible group. Let me move this back. And that's coming back as, what does it look like exactly? Layer 4. It's coming back like this through my analog video hardware, so I can glitch it like this, you can see. And I've turned the saturation down because I don't really need it. That's the Resolume specific effect, so yeah, like this. And I've got a Luma key on the layer, the layer where the glitch effect is coming back, and that allows me to key out the dark parts, and then I add a bloom on it. Does this need to be group 2? And it looks like this. I didn't explain that well at all, but some creative things are not easy to explain. You just have to figure it out yourself. Long story short. But I think this is probably good enough. Doesn't need to be more complicated than this. I could probably hit record. And we will record it like that for like 20 seconds. Because I've got a cycle, or a recolor effect. Where is it exactly? Right here on group 1, which is being sent to the glitch devices. And as you can see, it's the phase of the recolor effect is moving every 32 beats at 100 BPM, which is like 19 seconds. So yeah, I can stop recording. Also need to glitch the face. For 19 seconds each. And this one. And then when I finish recording those, we will bring them into After Effects and do some creative layering, and we're basically preparing them for use in Blender, which is where the real magic is going to happen. That's where it really is going to start to look like an asset. Right now we're just working with the parts of it. So I'm done now with recording that. I just closed Resolume, if it will close. Maybe it wants to stick around. I already hit save and exit and it's still open. There we go. Now let's get our clips we just recorded. Let's put that in the to process folder. Base. Let's rename this wings. And let's open up this After Effects composition, which is just purely there to kind of stitch the things I just recorded together, prepare them, like I said. Here you will probably see how I colorized the stained glass windows, stained glitch windows I showed earlier. That was on these compositions. For now, we're gonna make a new one. And we will make it 19 seconds and 6 frames. It's a magical number. It will make sense later. What just happened? I didn't mean to do that. That's annoying. And we'll take these, put them there. There are the wings. So, like I said, they will loop back around this seamlessly. The face is also maybe up here like this. We also want our dark version. I need to go into Photoshop again and make, do a little bit more stuff. Maybe I just need to stop talking and you will see. I'm also gonna turn off my glitch stuff right now because we don't need it at this moment. What happened? There we go. color overlay. This is our background for the face. Face BG. And our this thing, we can actually delete this in the middle. Need that. Probably that's fine. Great. And the wings. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. And the other thing we need to do is add color. But first, let me just adjust the size of this stuff, because the analog video or glitch recording will always be slightly distorted just by the nature of the process. So I'm just trying to memorize these numbers. 543956. Oh, it's not gonna work in this. I think I'm overcomplicating this, it's not necessary. Okay, back to Photoshop. So in this case, I don't need this fancy texture. I just need the black lines. So and then what I'll do is I'll just take the paint bucket and fill in those spaces. Why does it have this ugly? You probably can't see it, but I can. There's only one solution for this. Are you kidding me? Okay, now I've got the black lines I need to work with. They're still there. How is that possible? That's so annoying. Where are those white lines coming from? Sometimes Photoshop just does the weirdest thing. It's so annoying. Yes. Should not be that difficult. Last thing. What color will those be? Those outer rings? Probably white. Alright. Colorize. That's what I'm calling this. Yeah, that's it basically. That worked. Without much fuss, it just worked. Good. The face needs to be a color, like the skin color. It can simply be this one. Oh, come on. Did the music stop? I think it did. We'll just run it back. Face color. Yeah. Maybe there's multiple ways I could color this. Maybe I should make a blue one. In fact, I will. overlay could be this sort of blue. That. It's pretty cool. Maybe the hair should be its own color. Maybe. It's probably fine. I'm just like playing this back and kind of thinking about this, if it needs something else. Thinking about what I'm gonna do in Blender exactly when it comes to turning this into a 3D thing. There's just something slightly off about this here that I need to fix. It needs to be a little bit wider. No. 101, let's say. 102. Is that all lined up? I think so. It's better. Okay, it's definitely too wide now, didn't realize. If I just shift this around. Okay, that seems about right. Same thing with base. And the other layers. Okay. So get rid of these. And this is going to be the thing that actually spins around in Blender. So let's export it. Wings, color 2. Because I'm probably gonna make more variations. Wings, color 1. And then, of course, the face. Something is off about that. What happened? Oh, the face, the color needs to be shifted. This. Face. Hold up. Just one little thing I noticed. Okay, so now that I've done that, there's probably just one more thing I need to do in Photoshop before I can say I'm totally ready to go into Blender. Let's make this a little bit larger. I wish I could have. I just need this overall thing to be a bit bigger, but I want to keep it central. So I'm gonna make a new canvas. Grab this. Maybe it's better to copy and paste it. There. Now I need to add a stroke. Clearly there's something wrong here. Color overlay could be this for now. This stroke which I'm adding here is going to be what will have like a sort of metal texture that I'm already envisioning. Yeah, it's just a question of how thick I want it to be. Probably like this. Should it be that thick? Maybe like this? Yeah, like that. And I have to turn it into an SVG in order to bring this into Blender. I'm doing this so I don't have to model this shape in Blender. You'll see. SVG.png is what I'm calling that. So, yeah, that's done. This is done. I just need to open up Illustrator. And we will turn that shape into an SVG. Mickey Mouse. Are you seeing the Mickey Mouse shape too? I actually didn't realize it had a Mickey Mouse shape until you said it. Let's see. Open. Sorry, you can't really see it yet. If anyone is bored from watching me do this, well, at least you can get a sense of how much work this stuff takes. This is partly why I'm streaming, in case anyone didn't know. So you can understand what the process is. Requires a lot of focus. Alright. Now we can save this as an SVG. And now we are finally ready to open up Blender, I think. I probably will realize I needed to do something, but I'm optimistic we're on the home stretch here. I'm gonna move these to a new collection because I don't need to worry about them right now. This interesting. So we are going to add our seraphim stuff. Here they are. And we don't need this one for now. We're gonna bring this one over here. Yeah, that sort of thing. We will also import the SVG we created. Whoa, where did I save it? Oh. Where that went? Set origin to geometry. Degrees. Oh, this is not gonna be convenient, is it? Maybe 3? Yeah. Dang, that's a bummer. How will I make it all line up perfectly? Nobody knows. Because the SVG did not import like a normal images as planes object. Doesn't have like a box border around it, that's what I'm saying. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. It's almost there. Oh wow, it's casting a shadow. Interesting. We've already got some 3D things happening. Even though that's not exactly the 3D effect we're going for yet. Okay. If nobody knows, nothing to worry about. See, I don't know who's noticing things I do and who doesn't. I notice probably many things people don't. That's the thing. But as long as I notice, I feel like I'm obligated to point it out and take care of it. I think I can have this spin now. Let's add this. Interesting. There we go. Now we're starting to do the thing I wanted to achieve this whole time. You can already see that the SVG background is not lined up correctly. Of course. Nothing is ever easy with importing stuff. How do I fix that? I don't know. I might just have to eyeball it a little bit. But I guess it's lined up. No, it's not. I can see the line of this empty right here. It doesn't line up with this edge, this corner, I mean. So, I mean, if it's like at 0, no, it's not lined up. Okay. What's the magic number here? Okay. Whoa. Also, how does this work? Lining up things. I've had this problem before with sort of these triangular equilateral shapes, like making it spin 360 without it making it look like it bounces. And every time I realize, dang, this is a lot harder than it should be. Because it's just using triangular something weird. I think my light has officially given up in the background there. Does it look fine? It's probably fine. Nope. Do I have the origin set correctly? I mean, I think. The origin of this is not going to be set correctly because it's I don't know, it's complicated. But yeah, that's probably it. That's probably all lined up. I just need to take this SVG thing. We're going to extrude it now. Of course, it covers up our creation. I don't know how thick it should be, but maybe something like this. Probably good. Maybe it could be thinner. It's hard to say. But once I apply another material on it, it's gonna look pretty good. Anyways. Oh, another thing I realized I should do. I want to make it so that hear me out. I'm coming up with a new idea in my head. Not a new idea, just a way to make this better. I'm gonna need to do what's called knife projection. But I'm still not certain how thick I want this to be. It should be 0.5 or 0.4. Probably 0.5 just to make it, no, 0.4. Yeah. So I'm just gonna duplicate it for safekeeping. Whoa, not what I wanted to do. Why did it make a bunch of keyframes? So we're gonna turn it into a mesh. think. Convert to mesh. And then we're going to go into edit mode. Probably do, I need to select everything. Mesh, clean up, limited dissolve. Whoa, that's weird. Didn't, okay, maybe too much to ask for. I just want to simplify it, that's all. I don't know why these lines are still there, but maybe it doesn't matter that much. I can still do knife projection just fine. So I'm gonna take, maybe I can knife project with this. It's smaller. This is gonna be really tricky. Also, it's strange. What's doing here? I don't really know what's going on with this. I want to cut a hole in this shape. That's the same shape as this that I'm flashing right now, but I can't use this as the knife projection object because it's a flat plane. It doesn't actually have information for the knife projection to work. So I think I need to take this object duplicate it again. We're just gonna move it forward a little bit. Gonna make it smaller. Oh, I see why this isn't gonna work the way I thought. I know what I need to do. Need to go back into Photoshop. And I'm gonna take this shape, which is actually smaller than the SVG I made previously, and I'm gonna turn this one into an SVG so I can use it in Blender and use it for knife projection. Image trace, expand. Nope. Why did that happen? There. Okay. Now we can import that new SVG we just created. Where did it go? I don't know. Set origin to... No. This object here, set origin to geometry. The origin is not set correctly. As you can see, it's not in the middle. I don't know why. How do I fix that? Okay, well, it doesn't want to cooperate. It's fine, probably. I can just make it exactly the same location properties as this here. Okay. We can, for now, turn off those. So it's not even lined up. That's so disappointing. Oh. It should be... Oh. This. No? Up. Okay. I feel like that's pretty lined up, as much as it's going to be. Yeah. Now I've lined it up. So, how do we do knife projection again? Do I have to convert this to a mesh first? Convert to mesh. Yes, it's a mesh now. That's fine. And then where is... I might need to look this up. How to do knife projection. How to... How to do knife projection. Mesh. Knife project. Cut through. Did it work? And then I just need to delete it. Nope. That did not work. Delete faces. Did that work? I think it did. Now I just need to select all of the edges here. I know it's very dark, very dim. This background, I could fix that by making the world background a bit brighter. But this should do it, yeah. Why can't I select? There we go. Trying to select all of these edges here. Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna have to select them all individually. I'm trying to press Alt and it's not doing the same selection. It's dead mouse, you're right. That's what the shape is. Why can't I select all of the edges? What's happening? Can I just lasso select all of them? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. What have I done? I switched tools somehow. And I moved the 3D cursor. Blender's so crazy. I didn't mean to do any of that. I don't even know if what I'm about to do is gonna work. I'm trying to fill in these edges. There's a gap here. Command Z. There's Control Z, I know. If I fill it, nope, didn't work. Darn it. How do I make them connect? There's gotta be an easier way. It's such a simple task that I want to do. Also, why did this triangle disappear? There's a missing triangle now. Also, I don't think Command Z would work in undoing a tool selection mistake. How on earth am I gonna do this? It feels so deceptively simple. But it's always so difficult to do in reality. I'm like sweating just thinking about this. How am I supposed to do that? Anyone have any ideas? How I would fill in all of these? Maybe there's another strategy I should have done, which would involve turning this into some sort of... I don't know. I really don't know. There must be an easier way. Nope. Mesh. Clean up. Limited dissolve. Did that actually do what I wanted? That might be the solution I was looking for. The issue is here that this triangle disappeared on one side of this shape, and I need it to come back. How do I make it come back? Does anyone see what I'm talking about? There's a triangle on the left and there isn't on the right, and I need them to both be there. How I bring them back? I don't know. Maybe... separate selection. Then duplicate it. And then move. Whoa. Control Z doesn't work. What the hell? So, Control D. I didn't duplicate. I'm still in edit mode, that's why. Control D. Okay, object, Shift D, that's how you duplicate. I still don't know how to use this software fully. Gonna take, okay. Let's join these objects. I'm gonna select all of it again. And then I'm going to clean up. Yes. Build, nope, it didn't work. Maybe because it didn't actually select the entire edge of this. Fill. Nope. That didn't work either. I feel so close. Where are my Blender experts? People who might be tuning into this stream are probably like, why is he so... hyperfixated on this shape? What's so special about this shape? But the shape is everything. I'm really at the limits of my Blender modeling knowledge, so I don't even know what I'm doing. This is the most annoying thing ever on the planet. How do I deselect that? This stream is literally like going to be like half of this is going to be me figuring out this tiny thing. Maybe I should merge by distance. Vertex. Where do I even merge things? Mesh. Merge by distance. There we go. Okay. Okay, that seemed to solve the problem there. I'm gonna do the same there. Merge by distance. And still I'm not getting the result I want. Nope. Somebody gave me a membership. Whoa. First merge, then purge. Where did that expression come from? You're probably like a Blender warrior. If you have such an expression in your vocabulary. I feel like I've been doing a terrible job of making this entertaining. I don't know. I'm just here vibing. I hope this is interesting to somebody, but this is really me just figuring out for the first time how to do things, which I wish I knew how to do faster. That's what this ended up being, sadly. If I press Alt Shift enough times, it will change the language of my keyboard. But you guys see what I'm doing, right? There's this. There's this face here, which needs to go all the way around on the inside. And I don't know an easy way to do it, other than manually selecting these one at a time. These edges don't make any sense to me, how they are arranged. Try this. Fill. Okay, that worked. That's good. Maybe I need to do the same on all of these corners. Okay, filling there. Filling there. Let's just take these two. Fill. Nope, that didn't. That wasn't the same edge. Fill there. Like this. Fill there. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use the lasso select tool. Unselect this. Yes. Same thing on the other side. Fill. Yes, that worked. Okay, so the thing is, if I select all of those edges, it's not gonna work correctly. So I have to do it piece by piece, but fortunately not every single edge. That would take, I think I would just give up at that point. .3D modeling is such a difficult hustle for, like, mad respect to 3D artists and modelers out there. I don't know how you have the patience for it. And, like, I bet there's a lot of people who, like, model and make stuff and then just don't get paid much of anything for it. Yet they just do it for the love of it, I guess. And that's some real artistry right there. Need to show some love to those people. And I'm nowhere near good enough with 3D stuff yet, so I'm mostly downloading free models a lot of the times. Off of CG Trader or something. But I feel like eventually, well, clearly now I'm already starting to do some modeling thing. Even if this is very basic. But would I say I want to be a 3D artist? No. There's so much manual labor that goes into that. But we are getting there, slowly but surely. And all of this hustle, as Rice with Milk put it, is gonna pay off. Did the music stop again? Is it that time already? I can't believe I'm flying through this stream. No, the music's still going. Okay. I made like 80 minutes of music just to play in the background. I didn't make this music. It's a mix from YouTube, from the channel Dreamscapes, which is really good dark ambient stuff. And I just played a couple of the mixes backwards. For effect. There's something weird happening here. I don't know if it... What happened, actually? Bill... Oh, that is weird. Okay. How close are we? We have just one more third to go. How do I... That also didn't do it correctly. See why that didn't work. You got this. I believe in your vision. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am trying. I'm putting so much effort into these edges because I want to zoom in up close on this object. And if there's any like weird geometry happening, then it's gonna be super noticeable. So I have to do this really slowly but surely. Nope. Bill. I think that's it. I think. It's terrible geometry, but that's besides the point at this point. Shade smooth. And then let's add this. Okay. Let's move it let's move this here. Okay. Let's make this a little tiny bit bigger. 0.1. 0.1. Oh, nope, not like that. just so we're filling in those gaps. I mean, it's still kind of showing through there. What do I do? Just keep making it bigger or what? Do I move this down a little bit? Бесспорно. Champion. Oh my god. Okay. Hey, I think that's it. If we take, let's turn the sun on, for example, and do this. We don't see anything, that's fine, but let's see, I have the windows. We're gonna take this material that I have for the Mary window, and we're gonna apply it to this. Sorry, I'm not making sense. My brain is starting to melt down. I think. Because I've been so focused on this for so long. But we've got that glowing. Yes, as intended. And the face also needs this sort of material. Oh, I guess I didn't duplicate that. Wings. Color 2. What? Okay, whatever. What happened? What? Okay, there it is. Okay. The shape. That's what we're calling that shape. So it's unmistakable. That's the shape I'm paying attention to. I'm gonna grab the project file I used to make the Chimera 3D animation, because I want to grab a material from it. Where did I put the file? I don't know. That's so... It's in that folder. Project is called Versace, because it was a Versace locket model. And I'm just simply gonna grab the texture. Maybe if I just copy this object and paste it into this here. Nope, that didn't copy apparently. Where am I looking here? Copy. Paste. Yep. All I need is the material from it. So if I go to... Is it this? Okay. Why didn't it disappear? Hello. Okay. Now it has that material which I'm looking for. Let's add the sun again. Make it brighter. So we can kind of see this material coming through. Where is the this backwards audio? This whole thing is so strange. Everything. Life is strange. Just trying to shine a spotlight on this, just to get like some light happening. Maybe the texture could be, scale of it could be a bit just changed up. Looking at this, see what I mean? Append. What are we talking about here? Detail. This is, oh, okay. Needed to reduce the detail. See how nice that looks. Very good. Interesting. Just playing around with this, trying to make it look right. I feel like it's too detailed, but at the same time, be lighten is the way to go. Nope. Hold up, I didn't really let that render. Oh, that's weird. It's a weird color. Oh, that's because of the sun here. Okay, let's bring it back to this one. We're almost done, I think, honestly. Just need to add the face. And the face is going to be own thing. Base material. I'm gonna rename all of these materials later. I'm just doing this for speed. Five, 7, 6. That's the number of frames. I need to duplicate this. Shift D. Shift D, yes. There, now it's on both sides. And we make, nope, not like that. If we make this spin, yeah, we've got the effect that we want. I could make the face a little bit bigger. There. So, yeah, we are just about there. Need to add one more empty. Parent these to that empty. Wait, what? Like this. So now I can have this spin over the course of the animation, like here. 5, 7, 6. Let's make it spin. How many times? 720 degrees. And here will be 0 degrees. So now it's spinning. I want it to be counterclockwise. Yep. And while we've got that spinning, why is this empty located there? Whoa. Oh, way back when I was doing stuff in edit mode, the 3D cursor changed locations. That's very stupid. Add empty. Let's try again to bring all this stuff there. So now we can make it flip around like this. 360 degrees, for example, or negative 360, and it will be 0 at this point here. So let's make this, I don't know, 1440, 1440. Oh yeah, that's what we were doing all along. What I was going for. Now, all of my struggles, my hardships, my heartbreak has been made worth it for this thing we're looking at right now. It all finally came together. Look at that. That's what we were working for. I'm curious, I know you, Cell of Fun, have been here this whole time. And you are a legend for that, truly. You sat through me being so, probably really annoying But we finally did this. This is crazy. Oh, finally. This is gonna go so crazy when I use this in something. Oh, that looks so good. I am so happy with that. I really need to take a break, though. It's been 3 hours. It's the perfect time to stop. I'm gonna render this out and maybe make some animation with it. But you saw me make this from start to finish. Basically what I would do from this point is export it as an MP4, MOV, whatever, maybe with a transparent background. I'm not sure, but in any case, I would use it in a VJ set for specific sorts of music. You will find out what that is, but thank you for watching and sticking around. I am so brain melted right now from all of that. But I think you can see why it was so worth it to sit through and model that bit, which took forever. Anyways, thank you. Goodbye.